Everyone is afraid of physics. Students say it's one of the most difficult subjects ever. Probably because some don't understand the concept at all, while some find the calculation aspect draining and tasking. There is a category that don't understand the way questions are set at all and feel like giving the examiner an uppercut for making them feel stupid every single time. But there are some that understand everything, but they can't solve even just one single question. Why is physics so difficult? Who the hell created this subject and put it in the curriculum for you and I? Anyway, a minute of silence for those stupid perspectives of yours. Yes, physics is simple. I mean it. Physics is very, very simple. Hello, welcome here. My name is Dr. Jeremiah, a medicine and surgery student of the prestigious University of Ibadan, popularly known as the first and best university in West Africa. Give me the next few minutes of your life and I will make you fall in love with physics. Today, I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide to becoming a god in physics in the next 3 months. So let's get started. So in this video, we'll be looking at why everyone feels physics is difficult. Then secondly, why it's not actually difficult. Thirdly, how to learn it effectively. And lastly, I'll be giving you a practical case study on my shortcut method I use in solving any physics question in the world. These secrets are so special to me. I mean, they are my personal secrets, and these are things that enabled me to do excellently well in all my physics exams, and to the extent of even scoring 95 in the JAMB physics. Somewhere in this video, I dropped one of my hidden secrets. So watch this video progressively not to miss out on it. I mean, this video is going to be epic. So let's get started right away. Why does everyone feel physics is difficult first? Why does everyone feel physics is difficult? My first opinion today is that it is being taught in the wrong way and it's also learned in the wrong way. Yeah, many students just cram formulas, and when they see questions in the hall, they freeze like, what the hell is this? So instead of cramming and learning all the formulas in your textbook, why not just start by learning your basic formulas, your basic theorems, and the basic derivation of every single topic, as these are the most important things you need to know actually. Let's use this scenario. Take for instance, you were told to derive the dimension of linear momentum in your question 28 of the UTME 2025. See, there's no need to learn the dimension of linear momentum. You don't need to start learning NL t raised to the power minus, is it minus 1 or is it minus 0? Now start learning. Then when you get to the order, you now remember, you now think it's NL2. You see, you are confused yourself. So there's no need learning all those stuff. All you need to know is what is linear momentum? Where is it gotten from? What was the formula of linear momentum? What was the idea behind linear momentum? If you can know that, you are good to go. Now let's just do a quick rundown on this linear momentum. So for instance now, linear momentum on physics, you know linear momentum is the product of mass times velocity. Yes, the product of mass times velocity. And if you know the dimension of mass, you are good to go. If you know the dimension of velocity, perfect, you have got that score. So let's see how it works. Dimension of mass. What's the dimension of mass? The dimension of mass is m. From your physics, you know the dimension of mass is m, represented by the uppercase m, not the lowercase m. Then the dimension of velocity. What is the dimension of velocity? From physics, you know that velocity is the rate of change of displacement. That is displacement over time, which gives you meter per second. Yes, the unit of velocity is meter per second. Why? Because velocity is displacement over time, and displacement is measured in meters and time in seconds. So you get meter per second. You see, from here now, you know that meter per second, the dimension of meter is length, that's L. The dimension of time is second, that's S. That's LT raised to power minus 1 because you have L divided by T. So you see, there's no big grammar. I think it's showing on your screen. Yes, the dimension of linear momentum is going to be mass times LT raised to power minus 1. Remember how we got the LT raised to power minus 1? We got it from the unit of velocity. You see, I didn't have to learn linear momentum is MLT raised to power minus 1. Then I get to the other and I remember MLT raised to power minus 4. You just JAMB or 2.5 marks, which you don't want to do next year. So momentum, linear momentum is MLT raised to power minus 1. So there's no need knowing the dimension, the unit, or that deep physics stuff before you get into the hall. All you need to just have is a deep understanding of every single topic in your physics textbook. So I think with that, you can agree with me that there's no need cramming all those big stuff. So let's go to the next point. You need to read and understand the question very well. Many students just jump into solving questions in the hall. Let me quickly finish this question. You just jump into solving the question and end up feeling very, very simple questions. I repeat it, very, very simple questions. Most of the questions many scholars fail in the hall are very, very cheap. That when they get home, they begin to cry. Let me cry. Okay, so take for instance this question. Let ask you a question between on your screen now. But I'll read it. Which of the following are correct except which of the following are correct except A. Momentum equals to kilogram meter per second square. B. Capacitance equals to farad. C. Density equals to kilogram meter cube. D. Velocity equals to meter per second. In such scenario, always break questions like this into bits, into parts. For instance, the important statements or words in this question are correct. Take note of correct. Underline it. Correct. If you can write the question and write it down and underline correct. I want to teach you a very simple trick. Then underline except. Take note of correct and except. Yes, correct and except. I repeat it, correct and except. And now, when you know that the important words in this sentence or in this question are correct and except, then you cannot determine your final answer. Yes. So, for instance, now in this question, as you have identified correct and except, I would like you to tell me what you think the correct answer is. Yes, I just gave you a simple trick. Just tell me in the comment section below what is the answer to this question. Although it looks tricky, but I know you have gotten it. So 2.5 marks for you and congratulations because you're almost getting there. Let's really go to number 3, the third point for today. Become a pro at mathematics. Why? Because every physics calculation question tends to apply the basic principle of mathematics. Yeah. So you must know things like indices, sorts, differentiation, logarithm, and all that. Why? Because they are very, very important concepts you'll be using in your physics journey. Yeah, you must know mathematics rather to an extent. I know many physicists are mathematics phobia. Many science students, maybe those doing medicine and surgery, those applying for medical related courses, you just hate mathematics. But today, Dr. Jeremiah is telling you that you need to go learn your basics on mathematics, because most physics calculation questions lead to mathematics, and if you don't have idea of mathematics, you will just be failing simple questions, and some people like, how did I score 52 in my JAMB? Alright, so let's go to the next point. I told you I will be telling you two things. First, why people think physics is difficult. Now let's go to the next category of this video. So how can you learn physics efficiently? Yeah, I'll be giving you now step-by-step method of learning physics efficiently and effectively. 1. Study your physics textbook topic by topic. Let me say it again. Study your physics textbook topic by topic. If you want me to drop my recommended textbooks you can type that in the comment section also. You can type that in the comment section. I don't usually share my recommended textbook anyhow, but you can type that in the comment section. So number 2 way you can learn physics effectively and efficiently is that you should join physics classes where physics are demystified, and take note of the important points and concepts that are being dropped and analyzed there. One of such classes I will recommend to you is the one conducted by Universal Science Tutorial. Yeah, Universal Science Tutorial. I'm one of the physics tutors in Universal Science Tutorial. Imagine the JAMB being your physics tutor. Imagine how your physics life be like. Yeah, so combine with other several tutors that all scored 90 plus in physics and 345 plus in JAMB. Yes, all the tutors in Universal Science Tutorial scored above 345 in the UTME. So imagine the intense environment that UTME hosts. Imagine the intense environment. So it's something I can boast so well, because there are some students that when they join Universal Science Tutorial, they never love physics in their life. They never even love studying their notes. They've never even loved textbooks. Like, they have never opened textbooks in their life. But in few days of just joining Universal Science Tutorial, many of them are already doing TDB. Like, I am like, what's this? So imagine what such intense environment for you. So you must do well to join a physics class where physics is demystified continually. Why? Because it serves as a motivation to you. Yes, it serves as a motivation to you. And also, seeing those who have done what you want to do, like you see them every day. You see people that have scored 352, 347, 348. Imagine those big scores in one. They scored 95 in physics, 96 in physics. Some scored 98. Imagine seeing those persons every day. Imagine such motivation. That's another motivation on its own entirely. So, like I said earlier, it's only USC that all the tutors scored above 345 in their own JAMB. So if you are preparing for the forthcoming UTME and you want to get a perfect score in your exam, even if it's post UTME, JUPEB, WAEC or A-level exams, just send the keyword registration to 081 46227043 on WhatsApp. Yes, I repeat it again, 081 46227043 on WhatsApp, or click on the link in the video description for more information, or you can just indicate in the comment section so I can send you the link and you get started with your journey. So like I just said in the past few minutes, if you want to top your physics game, then I encourage you to be in UST by all means. Now let's go to the next point. Number 3, what is I told you I'll be giving you step-by-step method of learning physics efficiently. But the next one is to solve examples on what you have learned. And I usually tell persons, like preparing for exam, I usually recommend to them like to solve at least 50 questions on any topic you study. Before you move on to the next one, yes, any topic you study, solve at least 50 physics questions on them. Where do you get these questions from? First, can be from your textbooks. Second, can be from your past questions. And third, from online websites. Yeah, online websites. So your physics textbook can get questions from there, your past questions, and then from online websites. Then let me add this number 4. We'll move to the next section for those that are preparing for the UTME or the JAMB exam, maybe probably WAEC very soon. Solve the previous year questions. That's very important. If you are preparing for 2025 UTME, try getting 2022, 2023, 2024 questions, or even 2021. Yes, it should not be more than 10 years. It gives you an idea of how the exam has been running in the past few years. So that's a that's a bonus to you actually for watching this video. Yeah, so get previous year questions and see the new things they have added to the syllabus, and the things they will no longer say. Yeah, JAMB don't say some topics again. Yes, and they will never say them again. Now let's go to the 5th point for today. Always refresh your head. I like telling people, from time to time refresh your brain, refresh your brain on that particular topic. Don't just start running like with the speed of light. You read motion today, then gravitational field. Then after 3 months, when your exam is closed, don't go and revise. No, as you finish that topic, maybe after 1 week or 2 weeks, go back to that topic and see if you still know the formulas and the concept. Yes, so you avoid collision of different stuffs in the exam. Like different concepts just keep coming to your head. They ask you a simple question, another concept on another topic, start colliding with that concept you already learned. So please go back to every topic and concept you have learned before. So stop getting scared of physics, man. Just get the basic concept and solve like 50 to 100 questions in each chapter, and you'll become one of the most dreaded physics scholar in your class, in your school, and even in your country. Yeah. Alright guys, now let's look at a practical method of solving any physics question in your exam. You know, I told you guys earlier I'll be showing you a practical method. Yes, this video is practical, so let's go. The method is called the physics almighty formula. Yeah, you know, you have the mathematics of almighty formula. Dr. Jeremiah has his own physics almighty formula. Let's quickly look at this almighty formula. What is this almighty formula all about? So it is, I gave it a mnemonic. It's called the see and guess method. So this was an abbreviation I gave to you for easy understanding by every student. So it's called the see and guess method. The see and guess method. It does not mean you should just look at the question and guess. No, that's not what it means. Let's quickly run it down. Quickly, let's do this. You can do this, guys. Alright, so the see here means conceptualize. And I'm sorry to be saying, what is conceptualize, Dr. Jeremiah? Conceptualize means forming a picture of that question in your head. Like, where is this question gotten from? For instance, let's use this question as a scenario now. We have here 50 grams falls from rest to the ground from a height of 8 meters. At what speed does it hit the ground? So, if you are a physics student and you are used to concept in physics, you already know that this question can possibly be from motion. Yes, from the topic motion. So that is what I mean by conceptualizing. Getting where this concept from and trying to think about this concept. Okay, this question is on motion, probably under motion under gravity, free fall and all that. So yes, this question now is under free fall. Yeah, free fall. Yes, when the body is falling under gravity. Now, that's what we mean by conceptualize. Now, what is G in this short trick? G here means the given parameters. So guys, what is given in this question? From the second word, you already know what is given. A 50-gram ball. So you're giving mass as 50 grams. So this G here just tells us that you are going to tell us all the given parameters in this equation. Everything you are giving, you will write them out. Don't worry, we'll be solving these questions practically and you will see what I'm trying to tell you. Now, so let's move on. What is U in this question? U means the unknown value you are looking for. What is the unknown? What is the unknown? What is the unknown? Like in this question now, we have at what speed does it hit the ground? So it means speed is the unknown. Speed is the unknown. Now, what is E in this question? So that unknown value is what you are looking for in the question. Now, what is E? E is the equation or equations. Now I'll put S in bracket. Possible equations you can use to solve the question. So you write out this equation so you don't start racking your brain when you are solving it. Remember, it's not cracking your brain, it's racking your brain. Don't worry, this is the phenomenal Dr. Joma. So equation, yeah, the possible equations. Take for this question, I said it's from motion. Now we have 4 equations of motion, like you know, but actually there are 3 equations of uniformly accelerated motion anyway. But let's just take it as 4 equations of motion for what you know. So we have 4 equations of motion quickly. So let's use the V equals to U. V equals to U plus AC. Now this equation is going to be used. We're going to write it down. Okay. Since this question is on motion, so we're going to write the first equation of motion. Then you go again as writing all the other equations of motion. So we have S equals to UT plus half AC squared. So you write out all the possible equations you're going to use to solve it, so that when it's time to solve, you know what you have been given and the parameters, and just impute it into the values. Now let's see what is S in this equation. Sorry, in this shortcut. S is solving unknown parameters. Hope you are following me. Solving unknown parameters. If you have a note, just try to jot it down as I'm going. Understand the concept, because we're going to be able to solve these questions practically. Don't dash down 2.5 marks. Yes, it's very, very important. If your aim is writing my head and scoring 90, 80, getting an A, make sure you understand this concept very well, because it will help you demystify big stuff. Yes, when you get questions that look so strange, when you can understand this concept and apply it, you are good to do. Yes, you are like 97% sure of your answer. Yes, every time you use this formula. Alright, so what is S in this equation? It means substituting the values. That means all the values or all the parameters you have gotten, you substitute it into the equation you will now finally be using. Yeah, so it's from the given parameters and the parameters you can get from the question that you now substitute into this equation or anyone. Yeah, that you have enough parameters to use. You get. So that's what this equation means. So let's quickly just that's what this shortcut just almighty formula of procedure means. Now let's go back to it again before we solve these 2 questions. Yeah, we'll be solving. I think that it's a practical video. Yes, that will be showing you live how this thing works. Now let's see it again. Conceptualize. You need to form concepts about the question. You try to get idea of what this question, where this question comes from, what topic it is, and everything. Then giving parameters. What were you giving in the initial question? What were you giving? From there, it gives you an edge to solving the question. Then the unknown value. What is the unknown value in the question? I think most times they usually put it in the last statement. Find speed, find velocity at so and so. Yeah. So that's the unknown value. Then the equations, like I said, you write out every possible equation. If the question is on an electric circuit, you write out all the possible equations. You can use to solve that particular question. That's why I told you you must get used to solving fast questions. But it gives you an idea on which equation can solve those and so questions. Like now, this question. The equation of motion will surely give us an answer. Now what we'll be doing is very soon, and you see why I said so. Then the first S here means solving unknown parameters. So the unknowns that are actually very important to solving the question, but they were not given in the question. Yes, like for instance now, this question is on free fall. They didn't give you G in the question, but if you know that A equals to G, yeah, you should know implicitly. That means you'll be able to reply that okay, G equals to A in this equation and G equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So such things is what we mean by this, solving unknown parameters. Yes, solving unknown parameters. Things you cannot, they didn't give you the question, but is needed for the question. Alright, so now let's go to this. How to S, the last S here means substituting the values. That means every parameter you now have, the ones you got by yourself, the one you were given the question, you now substitute into the equation. Now let's solve this first question properly. I think you now understand the concept. Yes, it's not something that's difficult. It's just an acronym. I gave it and you are good to go. You get it? Just try playing the video after in case you didn't get it and follow. Alright, so let's go to the first question here. Let's quickly go to the first question. Alright, so let's take this first question now. A 50-gram ball, look at it very well. A 50-gram ball. I know I've been analyzing this question, but let's look at it systematically. A 50-gram ball falls from rest. Don't worry, I'll be analyzing it with the see and guess method. To the ground from a height of 8 meters. At what speed does it hit the ground? Now let's start with the first thing in the see and guess method. We have C. Remember C, conceptualize. Now, where is this question from? Where is this question gotten from? Is it from elasticity? Is it from AC circuit? Is it from waves? Obviously, you know it's already from motion. I think I've said it earlier. So we have motion. And to be specific, what kind of motion or what aspect of motion is this question gotten from? It's gotten from free fall. Yeah, when the body is falling under gravity. Now, how do I know the body is falling under gravity? Let's go back to the question. A 50-gram ball falls from rest to the ground from a height. To the ground from a height. See, it doesn't give you that this question is not a linear, it's not undergoing linear motion. Actually, it's undergoing free fall acceleration due to gravity. Get so we have already gotten that our question is for motion. Let's quickly move. Now the next thing here is see and guess. So G here, what does G mean again? The given parameter. So now let's go back to the question. What were we given in the question? A 50-gram ball. Take note, a 50-gram ball. So the first given is 50 grams. So mass equals to 50 grams. Now, okay, I wrote 50 grams. Then, falls from rest to the ground from a height of 8 meters. We are given h equals to 8 meters. Follow me as I go. At what speed does it hit the ground? So we are given only those two things, like it was stated expressively that mass is 50 grams and height is 8 meters. Now, what is the next thing? You know, I want to solve this thing quickly. We have U, the unknown value you are looking for. The unknown value. What was the unknown value in this question? He said, at what speed does it hit the ground? So the unknown value, I'm not supposed to write this. The unknown value is speed. So that we are looking for in this question. You can represent speed as V. So the unknown value in this question is speed, V. Now, what was the next thing on our list? The equations. Okay, I'm not supposed to write it out. You already know it. The equation. So what is the first equation? Like I told you, we can use three possible equations to solve this question. Yeah, we can use three equations to solve this question. What are the equations of motion? We have V equals to U plus or minus AT. S equals to UT plus or minus half AT squared. Then we also have V squared equals to U squared plus 2AS, plus or minus 2AS. Then lastly, if you want to call it for equations of motion, although it's the first thing that are the equations of uniformly accelerated motion, but in case you want to add this, S equals to half U plus VT. You can say V plus U or U plus V, open bracket T. So these are the equations we're going to be solving this question. Now you see we have gotten our equation. What is the next thing on our list? So the next thing here is, what was it again? CGUESS. Now what is the first S here again? We have to solve for the things we're not given expressly in the question. Like those things they didn't tell us that, okay, like now they told us mass is 50 grams, height is 8 meters. Now if you look at these questions properly, there are other things like time, distance, what else again? Okay, we have time, distance, final velocity, initial velocity. We are given we're looking for final velocity, remember, from the unknown value. So now how do I get other parameters? Let's see if we can get other things from this equation. Now follow me well. This is where you have to actually pay more attention. Now a 50-gram ball falls from rest. From rest. If you are a physics student, you should know that from rest means something. From rest means something. From rest. Remember I told you that to solve physics question you need idea of deep concepts. Now from rest. What does from rest mean? When the body is falling from rest from a height, it means initial velocity is 0. Now come here, u equals to 0. U in these equations mean initial velocity. So it means the initial velocity is 0 here. You see, these things are very, 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 very simple and cheap. Just follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Alright, so from rest to the ground, from a height of 8 meters, at what speed does it hit the ground? Remember now here, I told you that this question is on acceleration, free fall. So it means that you can know that G here was not given. What G is going to be used to solve? I told you, I think I said it earlier, that A equals to G. Yeah. Under free fall, A equals to G. This is something you know that the acceleration under free fall is the acceleration due to gravity. And remember, acceleration due to gravity is equals to 9.8 meters per second. Now you see, we have successfully gotten those things they didn't give us explicitly in this question. Now let's go. CGUESS. Now what is the last S? What is the last S? It says substitute into the equation. You're going to substitute the parameters now into the equation. But there's something I want you to take note of. There's something I want you to take note of. Now, just like I said, conceptualizing, solving for unknown parameters. Solving for unknown parameters. Yeah. Now, before you now substitute into equation, from the concept of equation of motion, you know that these equations can be modified. But first, let's look at what we already have now. We have mass 50 grams, h 8 meters. Hope you are following. Then we have u equals to 0. Then we have g, or we can say a equals to g equals to approximately 10 meters per second. Now, I want to modify this equation. But first, which equation has almost all the parameters here? We have u here, we have a, that's g, but we don't have time. Okay, so let's scrap this one off. We don't have time. We have s here. Remember I told you we are going to substitute into the equation. We want to look at the equation that is suitable now. Now we don't have s. Okay, we have s here, that's height. We have initial. We don't have time, so we cancel this one also. We cancel this one. We have here, we don't have time, so let's first leave this. Okay, we have initial velocity, we have it here. We have a, we have it here. We have h, that's height, we have it there. Then we don't have time, so we cancel these three equations. It means automatically you are left with the equation. You see how simple this is. Now, the reason I even said this, I wanted to modify the equation. Now you are getting that from the parameters we have been able to derive by ourselves and those they give to us, this is the suitable equation to use. Let's quickly run this quickly. Alright, so let's take this one, this part off. Hope you are following me. You see, scoring your 95, 99, 98 in your JAMB is very, very simple. Scoring that that A, I know many of you want to score A parallel. Someone was telling me you want to score, you want to get all the 9 A's. It's something that's very realistic. People do it yearly, so you get. So something you can also do and make yourself proud. Now, back to what we were saying. Remember, we are using the equation V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Yeah, that's the equation that has every parameter. But now, from your idea of free fall, we can modify this equation to give you something. V square equals to U square plus or minus 2GH. I told you acceleration equals to G in P4 and S equals to I in P4. You see, we have successfully modified the equation of motion. So no need to learn it. So people now, I told you guys, you don't need to be learning irrelevant things. When people now don't let B equals to U square plus 2S. Then also in their head, they are telling B square equals to U square plus 2GH. No, there's no need. Just know that acceleration equals to gravity. Then distance equals to height. You get it? So very simple things. Just take note of them. Now let's solve the question. B square equals to U square plus minus 2GH. I forgot something actually. Remember that gravity can be positive and negative. If you didn't know this before, please take note. Take note. Take note. Very, very, very important. Let's call it 1. Very, very important. Why? Because there are some questions they will ask you. I tell some persons that physics is not just about calculations, it can be practical. So if a body goes up, it's experiencing negative acceleration. It's experiencing deceleration. Yes, if a body moves up, it's experiencing deceleration, and acceleration is negative. But if a body moves down, it's experiencing acceleration, and this acceleration is equal to the acceleration due to gravity, which is G. So we have positive G here, positive G, and here we have negative G. So when the body is moving up, we have negative G, and when it's moving down, positive G. So that simply tells you that here we are going to be having plus 2G. Remember I put plus or minus. Yes, the equation of motion is plus or minus because of gravity. So now what we're going to be using to solve is V square equals to U square plus 2GH. I hope this concept has been demystified to an extent. Now let's finish up this question. So we have V. We're looking for V rather. So we have V square. U is 0. So just put 0. 0 square equals to 0. Then 2 times 10 times. What was your height again? Your height was our height was given as 8 meters. Yeah. So what we are following actually. So we have 2 times 10 times 8. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 8 is 160. If you are not so sure, always point the calculator. You know I have a mathematical edge, so but always point the calculator. Very, very important, so you don't pick important questions in your hall. So now B square equals to 160. You take the square root of both sides. Alright, so let's point our calculator. What is the square root of 160? Square root of 160. We're going to get 12.65. So we have V equals to 12.65. 12.65 meters per second. Please take note, 12.65 meters per second. This is our final answer. You see how sweet this was? Yeah, very simple and a very good concept. So let's quickly just rush through this second question before we continue in this video. Alright, so hope you are getting used to this see and guess method. I call it the almighty formula, and it helps you to get any question correctly in the hall. So let's quickly look at this question now. An electric appliance takes 5 amperes when operated on a 220 volts supply. Find the cost of operating the appliance for 12 hours at 10 kobo per kilowatt per hour. Take note of the terms, but let's quickly demystify it using our formula. Let's not waste time on this now since we have gotten the concept. So what is C in this question? So what's the concept of this question? An electrical appliance takes 5 amperes when operated on a 220 volt supply. Find the cost of operating the appliance for 12 hours at 10 kobo per kilowatt per hour. So kilowatt hour rather. So from here, you know that this question is on electricity, and specifically it's on cost of finding power usage, energy usage in home appliances and all that. So cost. Okay, from there, now this question is from electricity, from cost. We are now going to go to our next one, C and guess. So what is G in this question? The given. What were you given in this question? First, it said an electrical appliance takes 5 amperes. So we are given 5 amperes. Then when operated on a 220 volt. On a 220 volt. Then lastly, we're giving 10 kobo per kilowatt per hour. So let's write them out quickly. So we have let me use this. Okay, we have current equals to 5 ampere. 5 ampere. Then voltage equals to 220 volts. Then also we are giving the time. The time there is 12 hours. Then lastly, we're giving the cost factor. The cost factor. So the cost factor there is 10. I can just abbreviate it as 10 kobo per kilowatt hour. Alright, so this was where the stuff they gave us in the question. Now let's go see and guess. What is the unknown? What is the unknown from this question? Glass. The unknown is cost. The unknown is cost. So from the question, you know that the unknown is cost. I'm looking for cost. Then what is E? E, remember E is the equation. So what is the possible equation of solving this kind of question? You should already know from concept that cost in electricity equals to energy expended, you can write that one in full, times cost factor. Energy expended times cost factor. Energy expended times cost factor. Now let's go to the next step, S. Now this is the time to look for those things you were not given, or those things that will be relevant to solving this question. Now take note, what is energy? We already know cost factor in the question, right? We're giving cost factor in the question. Yeah, from the question. Now, all we need to now look for is energy. What is energy, guys? Energy. Alright, so energy equals to power times time. Energy equals to power times time. Now let's look at this question very well. Were we giving power? No. Were we giving time? No. Alright, now let's call this equation 1. Now, okay, there's another formula that says that power equals to current times voltage. You should know all these things from your physics. Now I tell you must understand concepts. Power in electricity equals to current times voltage. Now from there we can get energy expended equals to current IV times T, which gives us IVT. Let's call this equation 2. Now see why concept is very important. You know that energy equals to current times voltage. If you were someone that didn't know that, okay, power equals to current times voltage normally. Now, what other idea can you use? Now let's use another method. Remember, energy equals to work done. Now I think your concept in physics, idea of concept must be very deep. Energy equals to work done. Energy equals to work done in units. Take note that energy and work done have same units. Their unit is joules. But in questions under electricity, we usually represent energy in 1 kilowatt hour. Yeah, kilowatt hour or kilowatt. You can use watt hour or kilowatt hour. So they are usually represented in kilowatt hour. But from dimension, they both have same dimensions. They both have same units. So it means that dimensionally equal. Now, energy equals to work done. Remember that work done in an electric circuit, many of you should know this, that work done in electricity equals to QV. Work done in electricity is equals to QV. So for your concept of physics, you know that work done in an electric field or work done in electricity, an electrical circuit rather, is equals to QV. There was a tricky JAMB question one certain time. They said work done in a capacitor. Work done in a capacitor. This is the one many people know. Work done equals to half QV. Yes, work done equals to half QV. That's work done in a capacitor. Many of you saw it in your physics textbook and just come it as work done in electric field. No, it's wrong. Work done in electric field is QV. Yeah, so take note, work done in electric field or in an electric circuit is QV. Now let's move. What is Q? From your physics, you know that Q equals to current times time. Q equals current times time. That is IT. Now we have IT times V then you get ITV. If you rearrange it, you get IVT. So if you are someone that didn't know this stuff earlier, you didn't know this, we can use this one to derive it. Now you have equation 3. You see, 3 ways of solving energy. If you didn't know it, energy expended in an electric circuit. Now let's quickly solve this question. We already know what to use. We are going to use IVT. Hope you are jotting down. Don't just watch this video for fancy. It should be something that will change your life. Yes. Energy equals to Alright, so let's quickly solve this question now. Cost equals to energy expended times cost factor. Energy expended times cost factor. Let's quickly run this. Remember we said energy equals to IVT. Energy equals to IVT. Now, energy expended, what is current? The current is 5 ampere. Make sure you are following. Then what is voltage there? 220. Then what is the time there? We have 12 hours. Now, if you multiply everything together, you're going to get 5 times 220 times 12 gives you 13,200 watt hour. Take note. Why is it watt hour? Remember I told you that energy equals to power times time. Remember the first derivation, energy equals to power times time. And that power gave birth to IV. Now, power equals to watts. Yes. Power equals to IV equals to volts times ampere, which gives us watts. The SI unit of power is watts. That's why we have watts here and not kilowatts. Remember we are using volts and ampere. Yeah, but the SI unit of hours of time here is hours. Why? Because in this question they give it in hours, and we use 12 here. 12 was in hours. Take note. That's why this is in hours. If the time was in seconds, we would have had watt second, something like that. You get? So you now know why it's watt hour and not kilowatt hour. Now remember I told you that cost factor was given in kilowatt hour. So it means this guy has to be in kilowatt hour for this equation or for this solution to be correct. Now I'm going to have, how do you convert watt hour to kilowatt hour? How do you convert it quickly? You just simply divide watt hour by 1000. Divide by 1000. So let's quickly do that. 13,200 divided by 1000. So quickly punch that, or there's no need. 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. You get 13.2. 13.2. Take note of the unit kilowatt hour. Now our energy expended is 13.2 kilowatt hour. Let's quickly impute into our question this energy. So we have cost, into our formula, cost equals to, energy equals to 13.2 times, what was the cost factor again? 10 kobo per hour. So if you multiply it, you're going to get 132. Now I will say this approach is wrong, or I will say it's not suitable if you want to get 99 or 100 in your exam. Why? Because how do you know the units now? Yeah. Now take for instance, let me quickly manipulate some options. Let's say option A is 132. Option B is 132 kobo. 132 kobo. Then option C we have 132 naira. Then option D we have 132, let's say K. Now, how do you know the options from here? You can just be confused if you want to just pick this 132, because you may have forgotten that maybe cost half a unit. Now, when solving the last stop of a question, it's better you impute the unit. Let's quickly do that. Cost equals to 13.2 kilowatt hour times 10 kobo per kilowatt hour. Now let's quickly do a simple trick here now to make this more simpler. to show you the essence of doing stuff like this. Kilowatt hour times 10 kobo. Pair in maths means divided. So we're going to have divided by kilowatt hour. Now you have gotten the logic. Kilowatt hour will divide kilowatt hour. See, you are left with kobo. It means our unit here is kobo. Yeah, our unit here is kobo. From the parameters they gave to us. If they are put naira here now, or they are put naira here now. Sorry, if they are put naira here, this thing will end in naira. So that's why you must take note of the units and express them in the last line. That's your last expression. Should take the unit so you can get the exact unit. Please take note. So from there now we have cost equals to 13.2 times 10, which gives us 132 kobo. I think this was very simple and simplified to an extent. So here our answer is option B. So this see and guess method will help you solve any physics question in the world. In the example, you are good to go anytime you use this see and guess method. And you notice that this one I just did was faster than the previous one. Why? Because the previous one I was trying to explain the concept to you, but now I just solved it with my gear. I already understand the see and guess method. All I have to do is just to know what is this, what is that, and I'm good to go. So you don't have to waste much time. That's why you must practice. You must practice so that the concept gets used to you, so that this trick gets used to you, so that there are some things you just avoid. Maybe you may not have to write out the unknown now. Maybe that the unknown is D from the question. You don't need to write it down. So that's why you have to practice every make sure you solve like 50 to 100 questions and practice this method, and let me know in the comment section if you could solve questions more easier with the see and guess method. I know for sure, like I tell people, the see and guess method, even though you have not seen the question before, it will probably give you your answer 98.2% of the time. Imagine 98.2% of the time. It means you're not supposed to score anything less than 90 in any physics exam you encounter. So I think with this we are good to go. Let's really go to the next part of this video now. Now to the last section of this video, the blunders you must avoid in order to get a perfect score in your next physics exam. But before then, I promised you a free gift at the beginning of this video. So here is how to get yours. Yeah, I've placed that free gift, the free package, which contains my secrets in physics. It's a free physics package. I've placed it so in a private folder, yeah, somewhere. So to get access to it, send the keyword YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is spelled on the screen to 081 4622 7043 on WhatsApp. You can write it down. Let me repeat it. 081 4622 7043 on WhatsApp. And immediately you will get your free package. So immediately you are done with this video, you can send me the keyword and you will get your free physics package and resources instantly. Also, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up. Now let's get back to the video blunders students make that cause them that dream physics score. Many students just read and read and read and read and read and read. They read concepts, theorems, formulas, and what have you, without practicing any of these concepts, any of these formulas, any of these theorems, any of these laws or principles. They just keep reading and cramming and cramming. They keep loading their brain. I always tell people that without practice, you will keep failing simple questions every single time. Yes, you keep failing simple questions. Those cheap questions you see in your JAMB pack, in your white pack, you keep failing them if you don't practice. With that being said, change your perspective towards learning physics today, because that is the only way you can unleash the genius within you. That's the only way you can bet that dream JAMB score. That's the only way you can get that A's and 90s you aim for in the next physics exam. Lastly, take this one as a bonus for listening to this very point. So when you're in the exam hall, always solve your questions gradually. Yes, solve your questions gradually using the see and guess method I used earlier. So if you miss that method, you miss the part where I was solving using the see and guess method, kindly go back to the beginning of this video and watch the video from beginning. Yes, so you will get the concept of the see and guess method. It's a simple method of solving any question you can ever imagine in physics and getting the answers. For real, it has been helpful to me. So go back and watch that part of this video. So like I was saying earlier, nobody will give you extra marks for solving questions the hard way. And an examination like the UTME, the examiner is just interested in your answer. So if you choose the correct answer, congratulations to you, you got 2.5 marks. And if you fail your question, then the examiner takes his 2.5 marks with himself and keeps it to himself rather. So ensure you don't fail any simple question because you want to solve them the hard way. You are not a scholar in the hall. It's after the result that you are a scholar. Alright, so if you do everything I have told you in this video rightly, and if you have some patience, you will be unstoppable. And I mean it for real. You will be unstoppable. Can't wait to see you crushing those A's and 90s in your next physics exam. So that will be all for today's video, guys. If you learned something new today, like this video to enable it to reach more persons, and then subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is below, and also turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified instantly whenever I drop the next video. Lastly, don't forget to share this video to every physics student alive. Yes, every physics student you know of, kindly share this video to them and save them the pain of rewriting the UTME or XSE exam again. So stay jiggy, guys, and don't forget to keep reading till you become the book. I remain the one and only Dr. Jeremiah, and I will see you in the next video. For now, bye.